Hello, good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good evening. Morning. Oh, wow. Who's there in US today? It's evening, no, here? Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, Sarthak. You have any doubt, Sarthak? Okay. I'll give you all a chance to talk later. I hope everyone can hear me loud and clear. Just give me a thumbs up. Okay, Rai is also here. It's Yarushi. Shiv is here. Okay, great. Wonderful. So let me just share my screen with you. Let's get started. We'll ping others and then we'll get started soon. I'll keep everyone on mute at the moment. I'll give you a chance towards the end to talk and we'll solve all your queries. Great. Okay, so welcome to Chess with Generis. My name is Vedant Joshi. I hope most of them are here. Okay, many of them are joining. Wonderful. We have 20 people already. Many more are still joining. Let's wait for 1 more minute and then we'll get started. I will allow you to talk if you have any queries towards the end. I have kept everyone on mute so there won't be any disturbance. I hope everyone can see my screen. That's good. I'll use English as a communication language. In case if you have doubts, you be rest assured you can ask your queries in English, Hindi, Marathi, and whichever language you're comfortable with. If you have any queries, you can raise your hand towards the end. We'll solve all the questions. Okay, great. So I hope all are here now. Let's get started. So, welcome to Chess with Reels. My name is Vedant Joshi. I'm going to be a chess coach. Here, we have joined today to get a quick brief how to prepare for chess tournaments and also what to remember for the Sunday's tournament which we have. Yeah, I hope you can see my screens, each one of you. Okay, so this is me, Vedant Joshi here. So we are preparing for tournament. So whenever we are preparing for tournament, make sure you are aware about the time controls. Some of them would be playing for the very first time. Some of them would have played a lot of chess tournaments. So if you have played a lot of chess tournaments, that's great. Just try to refresh and recollect the things which you should always keep in mind before playing any chess tournament again. Okay, we have a lot of people joining in. Okay, Dave is here. Okay. I'll just get my face. Okay. So this Sunday we have a tournament for 10 minutes plus 5 seconds. So both players will get 10 minutes each. I would urge and request to each one of you to make sure you need to utilize your entire 10 minutes. I don't want anyone getting very hesitant that my opponent is getting more time, I'm getting less time. So all these things should not happen. So basically, let's say for example, I'm playing against Shiv. So we both have got 10 minutes towards the start. So we'll always make sure that we are utilizing our entire 10 minutes. So Shiv is having 5 minutes left. I'm left with 7 minutes. So I should not be worried about it because I have extra 2 minutes on the board. And remember, each move you play, the moment you play, you need to press the chess clock. The moment you play, you need to press the chess clock with the same hand. Whoever is playing with the chess clock for the very first time, this is a guidance for you. So whenever you play, you need to play with the same hand and press with the same hand. That's what needs to be kept in mind, each one of you. So here, let's quickly break up the time limit. So as we have 10 minutes, so hence let's set a timestamp which you've kept in the back of your mind. So it should be kept in your mind before the ground starts. That I need to at least give 20 to 30 seconds for each move. If you keep a good amount of time, let's say healthy amount of time. So we have this time breakup here. Opening phase, you can provide yourself with 2 minutes. Then we have the middle game phase where you at least spend 5 to 6 minutes. Your entire match will typically revolve around this middle game. So if you are very cautious and playing properly, during the middle of the game. So, what is the middle game, everybody? Let me remind you. Opening game is the first 10 moves of your match. Typically, the first 10 moves of your match is called as the opening phase of your match. Next, we have the middle game phase. So, middle game phase ends usually when the queens are knocked out of the board or traded off the board. There we typically say that we are entering the end game. And there we are left with the end game where you are left with very few pieces, but it's very crucial. Every single move counts. Remember, in chess, you need to be so careful that the moment you play a move, you should be aware. Why are you playing that? Ask yourself a simple question. Why am I here? I'm playing chess. I want to win the tournament. So if I want to win the tournament, I have to utilize the entire 10 minutes. If I just randomly play some moves without thinking, then how will you win the tournament? That's the important part, right? Everybody? So if you are utilizing your brain power properly, then it will be great. So let's say, how do you divide your time? The time budget is given to you. So opening phase, you have 2 minutes to provide. Let's say, for example, I'm playing against Shiv Nimbarkar. So he is having 10 minutes, I'm having 10 minutes. So whenever we start a game, we shake our hands and then we wish each other all the best and then we start. So basically, he will utilize 2 minutes of his time. Similar, like usually less than 2 minutes is utilized by any chess player, whoever is starting up. So keep that in mind. Just have a budget of 2 minutes, not more than that. But yeah, you can use less than that. That's completely fine. It's up to you how to utilize it. Opening phase is the first 10 moves. So typically everybody knows the principles, so they can easily focus on that. Then we have the middle game here. So middle game is typically for 5 to 6 minutes. Trish Innovations. Please sit properly and focus on screen. Yeah, if you just keep nodding your head, you'll not be able to understand. No noddies here. Okay. No shim chance. Focus, focus, focus. Okay. We'll have some fun later if we get some chance. Okay. All right. If you all coordinate with me, if you're paying attention, if I see all are making sure that they are listening to me properly, it will make sense for you. It will be better for you to attend the tournament and get the best results out of it. So each one of you remember your vision should be to play the best. Every single move, you should try to play your best. Simple as that. If you just think that, okay, I just want to win every round. If I lost a round, I don't want to play again. Chess is so bad. If everyone starts doing that, then how will you be able to play the next tournaments? So, for example, if I hope so, everyone is aware about cricket, the game cricket. In cricket, you might have heard about Virat Kohli. So, if Virat Kohli is playing against a very strong team, let's say Pakistan, he gets out on zero. That's duck. So it will be very painful for him. But do you think he cannot? He will just give up and he will just hang his boots and will not come back again? That never happens. They have to show up the next game again, right? They have to make sure they're working on their mistakes. Correct? So you should always remember. Now, the main thing is behind this, the point is every game you will be playing in the chess tournament. Okay, so three main pointers of the opening which you need to remember is you should always develop your pieces, play quickly and logically, and save your time. At the end of the opening, you should take some time to think and compose a plan. Okay, see, everybody knows the principles. We need to always develop our pieces, control the center, and castle our king. Correct? And when we are reaching towards the end of the 10 moves, we need to be aware that we are actually now going to enter the middle game. Okay, chess is just like a war where in the opening, all the troops, the entire army is going to get to a stage where they're taking the ready positions, right? The king is sitting inside his kingdom. He's giving the order to his army, to his general soldiers, right? So same way, you should always remember that you will develop your pieces properly, quickly, properly, as soon as possible. That's what you need to remember. Second, you need to castle your king. Keep your king pretty safe. If the king is not safe, it doesn't make sense. And play very slowly. Every single one over here. If I see you all making plays like maybe making moves fast, I'll have to inform your parents. Why? Because you should be very careful, right? You have 10 minutes on the clock. You have to utilize the entire 10 minutes. If you just come out without utilizing those 10 minutes, it doesn't make sense. So you should make sure that utilizing your time wisely. Okay. So that's the important part. You should play quickly, but here compensate the time which you invested in creating a plan. So here basically what does it say? So I'm playing against Shiv over here. I took an example again. So I have utilized my 2 minutes in the opening already, or let's say I have utilized 3 minutes in the opening. So I have to keep in mind that I have to also make sure that I'm utilizing my time wisely. So I should be aware that I have utilized 3 minutes. So let me just focus on the middle game. I should not be just dragging the game unnecessarily. Just sitting here looking at everyone, what is going on. The other, my friend is winning. Oh, my friend low lost. Oh dear, I'll also lose the game. All these things should not happen during the round. During the tournament match, you should be focused entirely on your own game, right? So that should be kept in mind. You should calculate variations in tactical positions and think in general in strategic positions. So what do you mean by tactical and strategic? Simple, just simple as that. When the pieces are connected, there we can have some tactics. So pins, skewers, knight forks, discover attack, all these things you might have practiced already before. So that is what you call tactical positions. And strategic position where you need to understand the pawn structures, which are the active pieces, which pieces are well placed. All these comes under the strategic positions. So that's what you need to always focus. So that's the part. Now let's go to this most important opening principles. Let's read out. Let me just ask someone over here to read out for me. Let's see if you're paying attention. Let me just call out Shiv. Are you there? Okay. Anyone, okay? I'm just picking
Yes,
anyone over
sir.
here. All right, Shiv. So can you read the most important opening principles?
First, develop pieces rapidly.
Mhm.
Second, don't move the same piece twice
Correct.
unless unnecessarily, but if it is for a good reason.
Mhm. Mhm.
Third, don't make unnecessary pawn moves.
Correct. And then fourth is develop knights before the bishops. Don't exchange develop pieces. Control more space and castle early. So we have yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Shiv. So let me just quickly brief you out to this, everybody. We'll go further after this. See, I just discussed about the first point already, so I'm not repeating again. Second point, don't move the same piece twice. Once you've developed your bishop, then you're just moving your bishop everywhere, every single square. That doesn't make sense. So once you develop your bishop to a good square, that's fair enough. And then you can go on with the next piece. So let me just quickly go to the board and show you the board so that you understand that. Let's just quickly take an example of a game. Hold on a second. Okay. So let me just share the chessboard with you. Yeah, I'll give a chance for you to talk later. Okay, so let's just take this game as an example here. So what are the players doing? They're developing their pieces properly, right? Whenever you start the game, the main point is to develop your pieces properly. That's the part we just discussed some time ago. Next point is don't move the same piece again and again. What do I mean by that? So I just developed my bishop here. He developed his bishop. Do I just move this bishop back for no reason? This doesn't make any sense. So you should always keep that in mind. You're not repeating the same piece again and again. If you move the piece once, that's enough. Fair enough. Bishop c5. That's it. Done. No worries. No need to go back and forth every single square. So don't move the same piece twice. That's what it says. So now, for example, knight comes here. White plays the knight here. Why is there a requirement for you to move the knight again? The fried liver attack doesn't work here because black can simply do the castling. So even if you want to capture this, it won't be of any use. You remember, everybody, I hope you know that the knight is having 3 points, bishop is having 3 points. Pawn with 1 point, rook with 5 points. So even if you just try to trade this, it will be just an equal trade. 6 minus 6, 0. No one will be the hero here, right? Everybody. So you should remember that whenever you're thinking to move the same piece twice, are you making sure that it's going to help you or not? You should be always sure. See here, bishop is still sleeping, not doing anything. You should wake him up. Develop on a good square. So for that, what do you need to do? Push the pawn. If black wants to stop it, black can simply stop it by pushing the pawn here. The plan is quickly addressed. So whenever you play your move, ask yourself, why did the opponent play this move? Why is he doing that? Let's say, for example, as I showed you, white played d3 instead of casting. White played d3. Why is he doing this? The answer is quick enough, simple enough. He wants to develop his bishop to one of these square. Correct? So ask why always whenever you play any move. That should be in your mind. Is that very clear? I hope so. Give me a thumbs up, everybody. Let me just give the reaction option. Yeah, you all can give the reactions now. You will be allowed to give reactions here. Yes, thumbs up. That's right. So Shiv is giving thumbs up. All right, good. Okay, I hope so. Everyone is understanding it. All should be on the same page. So that's the part for the opening we just discussed right now. Okay, let's get back to the page over here quickly. Let's go to this. Okay, don't make unnecessary pawn moves. Develop knights before the bishops. Don't exchange developed pieces. So this is very, very crucial point. If you are developing the pieces, I mean already on a good square, and again, you're moving them, it won't make any sense for you. That's a very important point you need to remember. See, so for example, now here, let me just show you this example here. Okay. All right. Knight developed here. Then white played this. So directly, without thinking anything, the moment you see any piece, you just want to capture. This is one of the most common problem. Don't do that. Please don't do that. There is no requirement for white to trade his developed bishop. So that's the point it says. Don't trade your developed pieces or don't exchange developed pieces so easily. If it is like, let's say, for example, black is forcing something. If you feel that you can also play this, but if you feel that, yeah, you want to trade, you should be 100% sure whether the trade is going to be good for you or not. That's what you need to remember. Okay. So that's the point here. Now let's get back so that we can cover a lot of other things which we have to discuss here. Okay, control more space and castle early. You should always keep the king safe. That's the casting early point. And control more space. The wider the board you have, the better it is under your control. Some of the most important attacking principles. Always create a threat with your move. The moment you play a move, you should be aware Why you're doing that? You are trying to create a threat on him or her, right? You're trying to create a threat on your opponent. That's the first point. Second, exploit your opponent's weaknesses. Third, concentrate your pieces before you attack. So exploit your opponent's weaknesses. The moment I see Shiv is playing against me, I see his pieces are hanging. I will just try to target his pieces, which are not supported, and I will try to capture his pieces. That's one of the important point. Second point which you need to remember. Try to target your opponent's weaknesses. Third is concentrate your pieces before you attack. Always remember, if you want to try to create an attack, there should be minimum three pieces which are ready to deliver the checkmate. If you want to attack, you should be attacking with three pieces minimum. So let's just think over here. Here a lot of things have been done by both sides. So yeah, let's just check it out. Okay, so you see typically right now, white's having most of his pieces, right? So bishop is here, knight is here, bishop is here. So all these pieces are trying to concentrate towards the black's king. So always you remember that you will try to concentrate your pieces towards your opponent's king basically. So there it will make sense for you to attack. Okay, that's the point which we need to cover. Uh, Let me just go ahead. We have a lot of things to discuss. Let's quickly go to that. Okay. Over here, we have some more points which you can go through later as well. All right. I'll just share this with you. Whenever you get time, you can read this and verify and go through all these points. So, most important middle game principles now. You should centralize your pieces. Try to control the center, trade your flank pawns, the corner pawns which are there. You should try to trade them at times. If you're not able to trade, it's completely fine, it's understandable. Avoid some pawn weaknesses. So in the middle game, very important part is you should avoid some pawn weaknesses. Double pawns, isolated pawns, or hanging pawns, those are not so great for you. All right. So for example, here, what do you observe? What just happened? So initially, if white wants to take the advantage, white can take advantage of these double pawns. So this is what we say a middle game which has already begun. So white can take the advantage of this doubled pawns actually. So let me just show you an example here. What just happened in this game? White played this move. So I would like to know, is this a good move or a bad move? White played this. Is this a good move or a bad move? What should be played instead of knight going to h4? You all can quickly raise your hands. I'll give a chance at least for a few people. We have a lot of people already. If you can type the answer in the chat, that's also fine. Okay. I have a question. I have a question is this move a good move or a bad move? White played the knight to h4. Is this good? Is this a good move or a bad move? Or instead of this, what else could white play in this game? Okay, Sarthak says good move. Okay, that's great. All right. Let me ask a few of them. Trish Innovations. I'm not sure with your name. That's why I'm just calling you the username which you've joined. Trish Innovations. Would you like to say? You can use your mic now.
So it is a
Yes.
bad move because moving one piece constantly for no meaning, for no
Reason of there.
worth
Hmm. Okay,
is a
understood.
bad move.
Okay, nice idea. Nice try. Okay, Seema Hire. The username Seema Hire. Uh,
Sir,
yes.
it is a good move. Sir, it is a good move.
Okay. Okay.
Sir, it's a bad move because
It's a
queen takes h3 is coming.
Exactly. Queen takes h3 is coming. So knight moving to h4 is not a great idea. Why? Because queen takes h3 is coming. But sir, you're not able to see what's happening here. It's a pin on the pawn. The knight can just take the bishop. Whoa, oh. White
yes, sir.
won
I
the
am telling that
piece.
only. It's not a good move.
It's not a good move, is it? But you know what? What did you miss?
Yes.
Acha, acha. Okay, okay. I'll give a chance to you again. Now my question to you is, I'm muting everybody. Now my question to you is, what is the best move for black? What can black play here? Give me a best move for black.
Hello?
Sir, knight to e5.
So,
Okay,
sir,
okay,
sir G2.
okay. G2. Queen G2, the king will just capture you.
Queen to G3.
Okay, I see Jayavardhan says queen to G3.
Sir,
Fantastic move. Yeah, one
sir,
second. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. I got some answers. I'll give you a chance later. We have very limited time to cover, so let's just focus over here. The answer is queen to G3. Why? Because you see that there is a pin on the pawn. Now, Black understands that he's in trouble already. So, what can he do? He can simply move the king here. That's a knight's move. King can move here. And Black has to just draw this game by repeating the position three or more than three times. Okay, got it. Whenever we have the score sheet, we can claim this threefold repetition. But when you're playing in a local tournament like in Sunday, this will be declared as draw by mutual agreement. If the players agree for a draw, only then it can happen. Or else, if there is an arbiter who's watching a game, who can give the decision there, then he can do it. Okay, that's the way you can see here. Black can easily escape this game by regularly or recurring give a draw, give a check to the opponent's king. So White's king is in trouble. He just cannot do anything apart from moving the king or these squares. So that's the important part. So you should see every single move counts. The moment you see, for example, now here, knight h4, the game just changed. If White would have been aware that the queen is attacking my pawn, let me save it. This is a simple move which White could do. Correct, everyone? Getting it? That's what you need to remember. Milab Gala, please focus on the screen. Please don't play with the reactions and the video, all those things. I'll have to close that, please. I want 100% attention on my screen, no distractions. Everybody should listen to what I'm trying to explain here. It's going to be important for you during your tournament. Nothing else. Okay. A lot of things over here to cover. Middle game points, principles. You can read it later and go through that again. Let's go quickly to the positional principles. Improve all of your pieces. That's very important, very easy to understand. Create favorable pawn structure. We just discussed about double pawns. That's the part. Next, accumulate small advantages. So, whenever you are trying to play any game, at least go step by step. Slowly and steadily, you will be able to get to your favorable position. So, accumulate small advantages during a match. Convert your temporary advantage into a bigger ones. And do not rush. Very important point. Do not rush. If you're just rushing, okay, he played, I played. He played, I played. That doesn't make sense. Take your time. We'll have some fun later. Right now, let's go ahead with the endgame principles, and we have some more things to be discussed. Centralize your king. Centralize your king as soon as possible. The moment you play any end game, you should be always making sure that you have the control over the board. Okay, when you are up in pawn exchanges, like when you are up in pieces or pawns, exchange the pieces. Over here, let's say when you are ahead in pawns, exchange pieces. I have three pawns. Shiv has got four pawns. So Shiv has higher amount of pawns than me. So he should be exchanging the pieces with me. That's what it says. Okay, everybody. The second point says that. Third is obtain an opposition. I'll show you in the game over here. Typically, the end games are taking a lot of importance in your matches. If you're playing them properly, it's great. If you don't play them properly, you'll tend to lose a lot of games there. So here, what should White do? White should take the opposition very quickly. That's what you need to remember. The opposition means face off. The kings face off each other. Black king has to move. If the king goes here, I can actually go here. I can take the opposition, but it's good for me to go here. Look at that. I'm taking the opposition. King moves. I can move my king or I can move the pawn. He moves here. I take the opposition. He moves his king here. I move my king here. He's taking the opposition. Oh dear. But don't worry. I can give him a check. He goes here. I took the opposition. King moves. I can move my king. or I can move the pawn here. Why? Because his king can't do anything. His king has to leave the square. Done. See, I can simply promote the pawn to queen. That's what you need to remember. I simply promoted the pawn to a queen with my favorable position. So what did I do? I took the opposition first. That's what you need to remember whenever you play any end games. Now, whenever you play the tournament, please prepare for all the elementary checkmates. So how do we claim threefold repetition if we don't have a solution? Very good question by username Manish Thakkar. So see, the point in local tournaments will be very important for you to remember. If you find that it's going to be a threefold repetition, you can call the arbiter. He can observe your game, and if you're very sure, okay, make sure you're very sure that it's going to be a threefold repetition. Then you can call him, and he can observe your match. And if he is also comfortable with that, then that can be a draw. But you also can see your opponent. Your opponent should be agreeing for that draw. If he is not agreeing for no reason, then it becomes more tougher. But yeah, usually in most of your games, this can happen and the game might end in a draw. Most of the cases, the opponent agrees because the opponent is also repeating the position three times. So that's what you need to remember. And remember, in your tournament games, you get additional 5 seconds after every single move. So you don't have to rush. No one is going to run behind you. That finish the game. It is you, your time. You can use it wisely. Okay. Over here, next, we have to remember that create a past pawn. A lot of things are there. Go through it slowly and steadily. So, what do you remember? All the best. And remember all these points. Read it properly, loud and clear. I'm going to win today. I will learn from each and every game I play today. The moment you start a match, you should not just think about winning the match. You should be trying to enjoying the entire environment. This is maybe if maybe you are playing for the first time, maybe you're playing regularly, but you should always enjoy every single chess game you play. I will give my best for every single game I play. I will make everyone proud by following the chess principles. All the things I have learned so far, I will be implementing it on my chess game or on the chessboard. Whatever you've learned, whatever you've practiced, you should be implementing it over the board. Is it clear, everybody? Understood? Any doubts, anyone? All right. So why opposition has to agree? Okay, it's a rule and arbiter can take a call. Yeah, definitely, definitely. If the opponent is see, basically the thing is we don't have proof. Proof written score sheet is not there. That's the reason why. So in classical formats, usually we have those score sheets. So there is no problem. Even if the opponent is not agreeing, we can just show the score sheet and it's done. No problem whatsoever. That's completely comfortable. But in the local tournaments, there can be a case where the opponent might disagree. So if the arbiter is present there, it's great. Three moves can be played in front. Yeah, correct, correct, correct. Yes, exactly. In front of the arbiter. That's right. Yeah, sure, sure, sure. You can unmute yourself. Yeah, Anand W. You want to ask something? Yes, you can always do N passing. N passing can be done regularly in any of their matches. Yeah, please ask your game. Ask your
When
question.
we do the same piece again and again, you can't build any single attack.
Oh, very nice. That makes sense. If you keep on
Sir,
moving the same piece again and
uh,
again, you won't be able to improve your match. That's correct. Very
sir,
good point. Yes,
sir,
please go ahead. Yes, yes. The username Manali Kelkar. Please go ahead.
what is the meaning of implement?
Implement. So, for example, whatever, let's say, for example, you have your exam tomorrow. Okay, so you are preparing for the exam, correct? You're preparing for the exam, yes or no? So, now, what will you do tomorrow? Tomorrow, you will go for your paper. And what will you do? You will implement that. You will write it in your paper. Correct? That's what we say implement. Understood? Okay.
Thank you.
How to play an end, welcome. How to play an end passing mode. Okay, it's very, very easy. Let me just take you to the board. And please pay attention. Everyone, don't get confused with your end passing rule. Listen to me carefully here. We have actually I've also created a video on it. I'll just share with you later as well for reference. You can see we have this. Let me just show you actually. It'll be easy for you to refer that directly. It's a good point for your reference. Let me just share my screen with you. Hold on a second. Okay. Yeah. So see, whenever you go to YouTube, you can search for chess visionaries, and I've explained about en passant rule. Okay. Let me just go to one passant. Let me just go back here. I hope you have watched this. I've posted it in the community group. You can refer that as well. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have to discuss about en passant. Let me go to that. A lot of things are updated in the community in this YouTube channel as well. So you can go through that. You can watch it at your comfort. Okay. I just stopped the presentation because it's glitching a bit. The screen is going slow. Just a minute. Yeah, the screen is glitching a bit. Just a minute. I'm muting you all, but there's no problem.
Hello, chess enthusiast.
Okay. So here we need to remember about the end passage. Whenever we play, the pawn push towards the fifth rank. The white player is playing the pawn towards the fifth rank. Once he reaches the fifth rank, now it's black's turn to play. If black player plays the pawn two steps, now remember immediately, whenever you want to apply or implement this end passant rule, you need to do it immediately in the next move. You do it right away, it will happen. Now, let's say black played this and white forgot to do the end passant. If I'm playing against Shiv, I played this knight over here. And now Shiv played this. It's my turn. I'm thinking, oh, I recollected I can do the end passant. Oh, but it's not allowed. See, end passant is not allowed to me. We usually call it as en passant. It's a French term where the moment your pawn reaches the fifth rank of the board, if you are white, white pawn should reach the fifth rank of the board. If the white pawn reaches the fifth rank of the board, you need to be aware that you will be eligible to do the end passant rule with your white pawn. If black pawn reaches the fourth rank, now let's just take an example that black played the pawn one step here. Now black's pawn has reached the fourth rank. So black will be eligible to do the end passage. White played the pawn two steps. It's my turn as black. Let me flip the board for you. I'm playing as black now. My pawn is on the fourth rank. It's my turn. I can do it immediately in the next move. Done. Done and dusted. See, I got my pawn. So you need to play the pawn over here. Now, whenever you play in a chess tournament, play the pawn here, remove this opponent's pawn out of the board, and then press the clock. Remember the point. He played the pawn two steps. I play the end passing. I drop the pawn here. The pawn is gone. Now my pawn is here. I press the clock. I have completed my move. I can press the clock comfortably. Remember to remove your opponent's pawn from here. Don't make such mistakes. So this is how we apply the end passant rule. It can only happen with the pawns. It can never happen with any other piece. Is that clear with you? I hope so. And also remember now, for example, here, white played the pawn one step, two steps here. We are facing each other. I played my pawn here. Now let's just say white played this. I'm trying to do the end passant. Oh dear, it's not allowing me to do that. Why? Because I have already faced the opponent's pawn. I have already had a face off. Basically, why do we use this end passant? Because the pawn is running away. He played this, I played this. Now I am moving my pawn here. See, he's smartly dodging the attack. He is not moving here. He's dodging the attack. So you, as a black player, get one single move to either to capture or to skip that. If you don't want to capture that, it's completely up to you. You can play anything else. So if you want to capture it, done. See, you can capture it right away. If you want to skip it, you can play anything else, and you'll no longer be able to do the end passing again for the same pawn over here. But you can do it here. Let's just say, for example, now black played this. White played the pawn two steps. Oh yes, I can do it. See, because I did it in the very next turn. Okay. All right. I just showed you about the end passant. If someone has a doubt, quickly ask me. We'll go ahead with the next thing. Yeah, if you have a doubt, you can ask me about the end passant quickly.
No.
I hope everyone is clear with it. All right. Now let's quickly
Can you play
discuss.
this?
Yeah, Anand, please ask.
Sir,
Yes, please go ahead.
uh, how many times you can do in person through in the game?
See, eight pawns are there. So you can do it eight times. Okay? But it will rarely happen eight times. But yeah, see, you should be able to remember end passant is only done with the pawns. So how many pawns are there? Eight pawns are there. You can do how many times? Eight times. Right? Simple as that. Correct? Eight pawns are there. How many times can you promote? Eight times you can promote. Simple. Okay? Got it? All right. I'm keeping everyone on mute so that there is no different disturbance. Okay. Now let's come to the tournament thing quickly. We have a lot to discuss. Okay. I hope everyone can see my screen. So, I hope everyone has gone through the brochure. Uh, so we have a tournament on 27th October, that is this Sunday. We have two sessions. So session A for all the odd numbers age group under 7, 9, 11, 13 and 15. Remember, the reporting time is 9 o'clock in the morning. Then we will be starting the first round at 9:15, and subsequently, once we finish all the rounds, we'll have the prize distribution and we'll be completing tentatively around 1 o'clock or 1:30, typically that time frame. Yeah, so I'll come to your questions. If you can raise your hand later. Let me just complete the information first. Someone is pinging here. Yeah, Manali Kerkar, you want to ask something? Fresh innovations, please stay muted. Yeah. If you have a doubt, I'll address it later. Just give me some time to complete this. I'll give you time. I'll give you time to ask. So we have session B here, age category. So we have all the even numbers under 8, 10, 12, and 14. So we have the reporting time at 2 o'clock. The first round will start at 2:15. So players, for example, now, so let's just say Shiv is 11 years old. He can play under 11 category. He can in the morning. He can play under 12 category in the afternoon. That's how he can also play the entire day. Okay, the first tournament session will complete from like start from 9:15. It will get around complete around 1 o'clock onwards or 1:30. Usually that's time frames we completed, and then we have this session B, or it might also get over early depending upon the number of entries we get finalized with. Okay, it all based on the number of students who are turning up for the match. So we have exciting cash prizes. So the winner of every each category they get 1,000 as a cash prize, and we have a lucky draw winner in each session. Session A will be having a lucky draw winner who will be winning the chess.com membership. Then that is the platinum membership which you will get. Okay. Second session we have over here. You will get another chance. So that is the second chance. Now here, first is given for the first category. The second category, the second session will get there will be one lucky draw winner who will get the chess.com membership. Then we have age category prizes. Okay, I'll just come to you all. I'll solve all the doubts. Please don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, I'll go one by one. Don't worry. Let me just finish this first. Then we have. Oh, okay, someone is raising their hand continuously. Yeah, right. No, right. Sorry, sorry. Arushi, please wait. I'll give a chance to you. Yeah, we have total 72 trophies, 63 medals, and e-certificates will be provided to every single person. There we have the venue. Venue is Decathlon, Kasar Vadoli. You can easily reach by road if you're coming from Borivali side or western side. You can easily reach by road or by train. From Thane station, it takes usually 10 kilometers for someone to reach the venue. That's how it is. There we have the total prices. So I just explained you about it. So yeah, it's a simple structure. The winner of the event. So whoever it's a boy or girl, whoever stands first. So for example, I have my child. For example, it's just an example. Her name is Rutvika. So if she is having 3 points out of six, and there are boys who are higher than her, the boys can win. But if let's say Rutvika is ending up six on a six, and the buckles are also greater than a lot of other players, so then she will be getting the winner in the top 10 category, no 10 percent under 7 category. So that's how it works. So that's how for the second session as well, B session. And now we have rules and regulations. So remember, we have five trophies and five medals in the top 10 section. And then girls, we have top three trophies and two medals likely. Okay, I'll come to your doubts. Don't worry, please let me finish. Please let me finish. Yeah. If I just address doubts in the middle, then this will be remaining. Then the doubts will just keep on happening. So I'll come to your doubts. Don't worry. We have reporting time already, which we discussed. Okay. Remember, your boys and girls will play together. Arshi, you are raising your hand again and again. Please focus on screen. We have time control, which is already explained, 10 minutes for each side, plus 5 seconds increment from first move onwards. So number of rounds will be declared or decided as per the number of participants which you have. Tournament will be conducted as per the latest FIDE guidelines. So touch to move rule will be applied. Always remember, whenever you touch a piece, you're actually sure that you're going to move it. You cannot just say, okay, I touched it, but I did not press the clock. That doesn't make any sense. All right. All right, let me just remove the hand raising hand option so that no one will be able to use that raise hand option. Please focus on screen. I'll give a chance to you. I'll give a chance to you. Don't worry. Or if you keep on raising hands, that pings a lot, so won't be able to focus. All right. A player is eligible to play all the rounds irrespective of win or loss. So, for example, Shift plays 6 rounds in the, let's say the 6 rounds are there for under 11 category example. So he has to play all the rounds. If he loses a round, he should not go back home. He has to play all the rounds until he completes his category. Okay? So you should always play and complete all the rounds. Entry fees once paid will not be refunded. We have the rights to, yeah, all these things are there. Now let's come to the age category cutoff date. So I gave you an example some time ago. If Shiv is, let's say, born on or after. Shiv's birth date is 1st of April 2013. So he's eligible to play under 11 category as well as under 12 category. Remember, under 11, all the odd numbers are played in the morning. 7, 9, 11, 13, 15 are played in the morning. 8, 10, 12, 14 are played in the afternoon. So if she was eligible to play under 11, he can easily play under 12 in the afternoon category. I hope everything is clear and everyone is clear with this. Okay, so I guess all the things are done now. Let's open the floor for questions. Uh, yeah, also, please keep that in mind. Whenever you are playing any single move, you should be making sure that you have pressed your clock after you complete your move. There are a lot of kids who just play the move, they forget to press the clock. Your opponent might not remind you. You will waste your time in that case. That should not happen. Please be attentive while your match is going on. And a request to all the parents while the rounds are started, first your child has gone to play, you have another like sitting area for parents. They can wait there. Please don't like gather around the playing area. There would be a lot of chaos and disturbance for the children to focus. So that should not happen. So the children should be able to focus and have a good quiet environment to play. So that's what a request is. Apart from that, everything is comfortable. So let's just go ahead. Trish Innovation. You had a doubt long ago. You're raising your hand so many times. Please ask it out. Trish Innovations. Yeah, I'll come to you. Manali Kelkar, I'll come to you. Trish Innovations, do you have any doubt? Last call.
Sir,
Okay.
Sir.
Yeah, 1 second. I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance. One by one, I'll give you a chance. Don't just break it. Yeah, 1 second. I'll give a chance to each one of you. Don't worry. Let's go with Anand W. The username Anand W. Please ask.
if we press the clock first, then play the move, then
It's not allowed. You should always
Sir,
play your move and then press the clock. Yes, Trish Innovations.
sir,
Play one double seven. Yeah, please tell.
in the competition,
sir,
sir, in
Yeah.
the competition,
One second. 1 second. 1 second. Again, I'll repeat. One person at a time. If everyone starts talking together, no one will be able to understand. I am repeating again. One person at a time. Once the other person has completed, then they will mute and the other person will ask. Okay? Yeah. Trish Innovation, please go ahead again.
sir, in the competition, it's compulsory to write the notations.
No, it's not compulsory in this actually, at least this at a tournament. It's not compulsory for you to write the notations. It's up to you. If you wish to write, you can write. No compulsion. Yeah, let's go with Rudra Mulchandani. Rudra has raised his hand.
Sir, after the match,
Yes.
the the parents will come in the room to take us,
No,
or we
no.
have to
You need
go
to go.
to them.
You need to go. You need to go to the parents. It's very quite easily accessible. So you can easily reach
Okay.
out to your parents. Okay. Just make sure you inform your parents that you can sit here, stand here. I'll come to that side. All right. Let's go with Manali Kirkar. Please go ahead.
Sir, in prizes, till how many prizes we will get? Till 1 to
10,
15 or 1 to 10?
10, 10. Top 10.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Arushi, please go ahead. Okay. Yeah. Arushi, you had a doubt, please ask. Okay.
sir, we need to do the notation.
No, we don't need to do notations. That's not compulsory. If you want to do it, you can do it. It's not compulsory. Okay. Manju, the username Manju Gold. Please ask.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Yeah, I'm Alankrita's mom. I just wanted to know that kids have to wear school uniform or
No, it's not
which.
compulsory. Yeah, you can wear
Okay,
casual dress. No worries.
okay, okay. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
yes. Welcome.